as Lady Kitsune thought she had the land right where she wanted, but she was suddenly interrupted by Aurora by saying, "Well, on the contrary, I got you where I want you." When Lady Kitsune see her daughter, all she could say in anger, "What?" And Aurora introduced her mother, who she really was. "I am the crystal cherry blossom, and let the sacred flowers cure you." Crystal cherry say. Crystal cherry announced. All Lady Kitsune said, "Let's see about that." Thus Aurora horn began to glow. Thus yellow, blue, green, red, silver, indigo blue, icy blue, magenta pink, leafy green, orange. Glowing orbs began to surround her, and thus she sent a pink beacon into the sky. Thus Aurora horn began to glow. Thus yellow, blue, green, red, brown, indigo blue, icy blue, magenta pink, leafy green, orange. Glowing orbs began to surround her, and thus she sent a pink beacon into the sky, as the 12 orbs follow after it. Thus the beacon came back to Aurora, charging her power. Even the elementals decided to join Aurora to assist her, as they began to start to glow. One by one, the air monk glow. Yellow, and the water elemental began to glow blue. Even the earth elemental began to glow green, and finally the fire elemental began to glow red. Thus, as Lady Kitsune discovered what Aurora and the elementals was willing to do, thus she charged her dark aura. Some of the animals watched intensely to see who will win this battle. As the Lady Kitsune was finished charging up her final attack and released the attack, the elementals and Aurora's eyes began to glow. Thus her thoughts said, "This is for my subjects, my father, my grandparents, even my step-parents, and for you, my blue lotus. Peace and tranquility will return with harmony." Thus after these thoughts convey, Aurora and the elementals finally released their attack. Thus, light and dark to collage. "No, you will not win," as the Dark Lady said in anger. But she was instantly corrected from her daughter by saying, You the one who failed." After when the Dark Lady heard this comment, the light beam engulfed her as she screamed of defeat. When the beam took off, the beam also caused a sonic blast, and also taking out, even wiping out all the Kuma foxes. And thus a yellow portal appeared, taking Lady Kitsune and her minions to the Dark Realm. To the Dark Realm dimension of nothingness. As Dark Lady was banished forever, she promised to the Crystal Cherry, "When this seal breaks, I will destroy you and your family, and this land will be mine." After her words came out, the portal sealed them for good. When the elementals and the elemental animals realized the fiends was gone for good, the animals hugged and cried for joy and freedom. As the celebration continues, Aurora felt her head was feeling a bit light. Thus, from this unknown feeling she was getting from her head, she went into a coma. Thus, Great Flame caught her in a nick of time. He whispered, "I will never let you fall." After these promising words, he led the Empress to the grassy field. As the element animals speculate the issue, thus the red panda knew the answer. But that means if the elemental animals gave the Empress their auras, they might lose their normal forms. To proceed, after the animals gave up their auras, the animals and aurora began to glow, as the light covered the entire forest. When this was happening, meanwhile, with the baby, the falcon brought Kola to a village full of shrine maidens and wizards, sorcerers, and sorceresses. Appeared to be Koreans, who takes the role of sorcery as maidens and monks. Once the falcon finally made it to the village, he was an elder Magi. Empress Aurora sent me to take this flower guardian here for a caretaker. Thus the Magi agrees to take care of the child and teach her how to be a guardian, shrine maiden, and train her with the basics, combat and defense, and counter magic spells. And sooner or later, one day, she might meet up with Princess Luna and Princess Celestia within the castle of the two sisters. After this encounter, over time within the forest, little critters known as Kyubi mini fairies it's the Empress and the elemental animals lost their normal form from saving the Empress. Thus, they shrunken versions of their original form. Thus, Aurora just hope her daughter will reunite with her and protect this land, as many of her ancestors' heritage did in the past centuries before her, and bring forth peace and tranquility over the land for centuries. The end.